Hello, welcome to this Computer Weekly video. I'm Brian Glick, I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Computer Weekly. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the changing role of the data center in organizations, and in particular, how the rise of adoption of the cloud is changing the way that organizations are using their data centers. Now, most of you, I'm sure, will be familiar with the idea of running your own in-house systems, having your own in-house data center, but with the rise of the cloud, that's presenting a whole new set of options. Mixing public cloud with on-premises IT, for example, maybe using multiple clouds, and it's raising a lot of new questions about how best to use the data center in a modern cloud-oriented infrastructure. Now, to help me answer some of the questions that are being raised, I'm joined by two experts on the topic. First of all is Abdul, Sheikh, who is Chief Technology Officer at Cintra, and also Michael Winterson, who is Managing Director of Equinix Services. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for coming along to join us.
Thank you.
Abdul, let me start with you. Data center has been at the heart of IT infrastructure for so long, but now many organizations are looking to move away from that reliance. What's driving this? What's happening?
Really, I think it comes down to two things: agility and cost. Organizations have been used to running their own data centers for control, and I think to have their hands around their estate and to understand that maybe they needed that own estate and the control to provide the agility. But in reality, these days, it's a burden, both from a cost and agility perspective. And really, cloud brings a number of key things to the forefront, which is the need for fast time to market, innovation. And now we have to take a good hard look at what's right for the business.
But for a lot of organisations who are looking at making that move, not necessarily all of their applications or all their infrastructure will go to the cloud for one reason or another. Maybe it's security reasons, maybe there are technical reasons in the applications around that. How does an organisation decide what's the best route to take?
I think it's a matter of understanding your estate and taking a good hard look at a baseline of your environments and your applications, and both requirements as well as new business demands. And in doing so, assessing which particular applications should be in a secure, safe environment in which you have total control, and other environments that are aligned to the agility and the innovation aspect of that cloud offers.
Michael, you're taking that as a data center provider. Are you seeing organizations tackling this question?
Yeah, so what we're seeing with organizations today is a lot of times they are moving to the cloud. They have an aggressive strategy to adopt cloud services, but they're falling into some limits. And typically these limits are, can the application itself be quickly modified to operate in the cloud? There are still some difficulties with that. They're fast fading away. The cloud developers are developing compatibility with practically every operating system and application known to man. So that leaves then things like intellectual property, or data retention laws, or potential third-party laws like PCI DSS compliance or HIPAA compliance in America that force a company to store data in a known environment and then point the cloud application at that storage.
Now, when organizations are making this move and starting to look at cloud, obviously there are lots of options for them. There are numerous different cloud providers. And a lot of organisations are finding that maybe for technical reasons or maybe for commercial reasons, it's not possible to move to one single cloud provider. They're using a number of providers. To what extent are you seeing that as a dominant trend among your customers, and what are some of the big issues around considering taking that approach?
Yeah, so this is a massive industry issue, and what we're seeing is the number of interconnections that enterprises are making to network services, managed services, and cloud services are growing exponentially. And these interconnections to us are a litmus test of this adoption of not just a hybrid cloud strategy, connecting the cloud to my own estate, but now a multi-cloud strategy, connecting part of a business process that might be in AWS to a business process that might be located in Azure, back to maybe an ERP or database system that's built in Oracle and now migrating to the cloud. So now you have the added dimension of connecting all of these processes together to the old estate as efficiently as possible.
So what we're increasingly seeing then is this idea of hybrid cloud, as people have talked about it, which is some combination of perhaps an in-house data center plus a number of different cloud providers. And I'll put this question to both of you. I mean, Abdul first. There's a lot of potential complexity involved in that sort of multi-cloud, hybrid cloud environment. What's the secret to trying to get that right?
I think understanding applications in their complete stack, where those interconnections are in terms of what the requirements are, both for security, data retention, and so on. And both in terms of complexity, in terms of not only the network infrastructure, but the applications themselves in terms of their integrations and interfaces, and the databases themselves, or the data store, and the requirements around the database as well. And as we say, multi-cloud is truly where we are today. There's no single cloud that really answers all our questions. So what we need is a central hub, if you like, or a connected platform that really brings the best of all the multi-clouds together into a single strategy. And certainly Equinix in their offerings answers a lot of those questions.
Okay, Michael, how about you? Secret to successful hybrid cloud?
I think the first thing is Abdul's being too humble. You need to pick up a partner that can help you on that journey. No company has in-house the skill set to design. I think you talked about design the strategy to cloud, analyze the applications and their requirement to move into the cloud, analyze the core elements behind that, which is where's your data located, what are your security parameters, and what shape of a network do you have. So adding on to what Abdul is saying is you need some partners who understand this and who can help guide you through it, because this is the first time any individual enterprise is going through such a drastic transformational change. We're doing the best we can, but we only provide one key element, the interconnection between the data, the security systems, the network, and the cloud. So you need also a technology partner that can bring it all together. That's really what I would recommend to any enterprise going through this journey.
Okay, thank you. Michael Winterson from Equinix, Abdul Sheikh from Cintra. Thanks for sharing some of your experiences of how organisations are moving from data centres into this multi-cloud, hybrid cloud world. Yep. That's all we've got time for on this particular video. Hopefully you've been able to take away some useful insights that will help you in your strategy as you're looking to move from your in-house data centre to putting more and more of your IT into the cloud. Thanks for watching.